Look, I kind of like Walmart Spark as a side hustle. I've been doing more and more shifts here in Pittsburgh. I kind of like it in this whole gig economy, trying these different apps and niches. That's all I do here. That is my job to help you make money in different side hustles. Me starting in 2015 with all this stuff. But in doing so, this is newer to me. I quickly discovered one big problem with Spark and actually kind of related apps and niches. Look, I'm not going to waste your time. It's the fact that these are warehouse based. And it does kind of relate to different apps and niches just to a different degree here, these warehouse based side hustles. Firstly, let me explain what this exactly means and the strategy that I use to mitigate any loss of income, because that's the main thing, which of these apps and gigs pays me the most per hour, basically. So the way I think about it, listen to this. Spark, I can only take requests in, of course, the service area, but only at, Walmart, Sam's Club, and new locations are being added, but just these locations. I can cross-relate that to GoPuff as a delivery driver. Even more so, just having to come back to that warehouse every single time after you make that delivery. Amazon Flex, I got to go to that warehouse to get all my packages and envelopes. Kind of lesser to an extent there with Amazon Flex because you just go there once. You go there, you load up, and then you make your deliveries. The problem with Spark and subsequent maybe GoPuff, these apps, is having to always come back to these warehouses. And I'm using warehouse to kind of encompass the Walmart or the Sam's Club. Because again, this isn't like non-warehouse runs. Let's talk about that. So non-warehouse gigs would be your traditional food delivery. The big difference here is you can choose where you're coming back to. So with Walmart Spark, again, I always have to come back to that Walmart or that Sam's Club. And if you're in an area of your marketplace, chances are there's only one, maybe two in the immediate zone. And then the next Walmart or Sam's Club might be, let's say, maybe 20 minutes away. But those non-warehouse side hustles, and mainly ride share food delivery, you can choose your ending destination, the zone, obviously the restaurant in those cases with food delivery. And my strategy for you is to ping pong orders. So as soon as you finish, let's say on food delivery, I'm going to ping pong, I'm going to bounce right to my next request. And hopefully I'm ending in a busy zone, what we call a power strip, so I don't got to commute anywhere. I don't have to drive 10, 15 minutes to really anywhere. I should be finishing in a busy zone. The problem, as you're probably picking up here, is I do have to drive maybe 10, 15 minutes from my ending zone where I just completed that Spark delivery back, yes, to those, the warehouses, the Walmart or the Sam's Club. And then kind of a gray zone, if you think about grocery, if you're doing Shipt or Instacart, kind of hustles that I'm not a huge fan of, but we're due to take an Instacart and Shift here soon, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss that update here in 2022. But even those, you have to always come back to usually a Target with Shipt, or it could be the same grocery stores on Instacart or, Shipt respectively. But okay, here's a problem, always having to come back, right? Here's some examples. Let me show you some examples of some Spark runs. Look at the miles. So these are the miles from your pickup at that Walmart or the Sam's Club to your customer's location. So what pains me is you really have to double those miles because I'm going to double back to that Walmart or Sam's Club. So how do we maximize earnings on these warehouse apps? It could be GoPuff, it can be Walmart Spark, or any app that requires you to always come back to the same location. Here's the thing. As always, going over the fundamentals, the dollars to mile ratio, how much am I getting paid for the miles driven? And then number two, you have to remember that I'm going to, in essence, double the miles coming back. So I would say, honestly, comment down below if you agree with this or not, but you really need to look for an even stronger dollars to mile ratio because you're going to have commuting miles going back to these warehouses. Am I wrong? Comment down below. But if food delivery, I want you to hit $1.75, I mean, to have it be profitable based on how many miles you're driving in your vehicle, you might be looking at $2, $2.50 plus per mile because you're going to be doing some more driving. And frankly, empty miles of the driving. And then what you can also do, and I've said this on the live shifts that I've brought you on with Walmart Spark. If you haven't seen those shifts and you want to see how an actual Spark shift goes, check out our Spark playlist. But it's using warehouse, right? Warehouse-based gigs as kind of the stepping stone or the ending strategy for your shift. What do I mean by that? So if I'm picking up at Walmart and I'm going 12 miles away and it's ending in a busy zone, maybe starting in a rural zone, bringing me to like a city central, I'm like, okay, that's pretty busy there. But I don't want to drive 12 miles back for that next Walmart pickup. Then I can use it as a stepping stone app. I can go offline with Walmart Spark because I don't want to drive 12 miles back. I'm in a busy zone and I can multi-niche. I can drive for a different niche, most likely food delivery or something else. And then the shift ending strategy, I actually did this recently, if I recall, on my last Spark shift is, again, let's say you're driving 12 miles away. It's a pretty decent drive away from the Walmart. I don't want to drive the 12 miles back. And then I'm finishing in that ending zone. Let's say that ending zone is closer to home, or again, it's in a busier area. Well, I'm done. That's good because I'm not driving, let's say 12 miles south, like even more away from my home. You don't want that because then you're going to drive 12 and let's say 12, 24 miles or whatever it is. You get the point, back to your house. So I might use it as a shift ending kind of thing. If I see, okay, this run is taking me close back to home. Hey, I'm doing pretty good for this shift. I'm either going to pivot niches or I'm done because I don't want to drive those empty miles back to the Walmart. I haven't done the shopping experience, just to let you know. I've done the standard warehouse pickups and, well, that's the store pickups and drop-offs, I should say, and it's gone really smoothly. So for that, I like it. And then the payouts, the pay per mile, even having to come back, I think it's been pretty good. But it hasn't been the best. It's been good, but it hasn't been the best. Just determining how far are you from the Walmart. I've always said that as well, because I got to commute like 25 minutes down to a Walmart that's near me here in Pittsburgh. That might not be the case for you. You might just be 1, 2, 5 miles away from the Walmart, and that would make it a lot more attractive. So don't be discouraged like, hey, this guy is 25 minutes away. If you're not, that would make sense. That'd be a good thing for Walmart Spark as a side hustle for you. Just keep that in mind, what I said though, about being a warehouse-based run and kind of doubling those miles. Be very careful. That's a warning I want to give you here on any warehouse-based run. It's to really be smart with the dollars to mile ratio because you're going to have to come back on those commuted miles. Hope this video helped you out. Again, this is all I do here. My name is Mike. I help you make money in different side hustles. Drop a like if you appreciated the content and the tips in this video. You can also click or tap the screen here for my newest video, as well as a video recommended for you. And I'll see you in the next one.